The question is there something obvious? Well, maybe not obvious, because if it was obvious, we'd have done it. Is there some way to make this better? Legs, let me start, because I wanted to bring in people from the different sports. Is there a solution to things like that in the NBA?
Very difficult in the NBA, and here's why. I think they've done about everything they can. You know, we looked at that play with LeBron James, and obviously that's why we're talking about this now, because it was an obvious foul that was missed by 3 officials, including one standing 5 feet away, looking right up at a shooter trying to win the game at the rim. I mean, if anybody's got to be protected, it's a shooter about to try to take a shot to win a game, and he wasn't. So we're talking about it. What do you do? I mean, this is not a reviewable play, so it's a difficult thing. Now, you start playing with things. And I said, hey, what if you came up with a situation like this, and only in a very specific circumstance, inside of 10 seconds, on a shooting foul or not, where 2 of the 3 officials get together and say, we need to take another look at that. So I say call it like a majority review, where they just know this needs to be looked at, and the coaches don't have the ability to do that in that situation, because when it's that obvious and you have a team that should have won the game not have an opportunity to do it, it's a problem.
We were here that night, Saturday night. It was our game on ABC, and so our crew was here together. And if you heard it, this was a situation where the Lakers didn't have their challenge left. And a non-foul call is not automatically reviewable. They could have looked at it if they had called it a foul. And Jeff Van Gundy on the telecast said, look, what's the point of having replay if you can't correct this, if there isn't some mechanism to correct this? So then shifting it over to football. Marcus, I was trying to read your face as I was sort of doing the setup on this. As one who played the sport at the highest level for a long time, you obviously saw and heard the conversation. You're active on social media. You know how the fans were reacting during that game. What is your take on all of this, the level of importance and whether or not anything can be done?
Gee, at the player level, when you're on the field, it sucks, but it's hard. Like, look, man, human error is a part of it, and I know people hate to hear that when their team is on the opposite side, and we show clips like the punt return or the kickoff return. That wasn't a block in the back to me. The holding, it happens every play. Me and Chris played on the D-line. I'm telling you, every single play that you show in a pass rush, you can make an argument for holding. So I think the one thing about this game in particular with Cincinnati and Kansas City was the blowing of the play being dead. That was the one thing that I said that would probably make me lose my mind. But all of this other stuff that's happening, bang, bang, or making the right calls, it's a part of it, man. And we hate that part of it because we all can sit at home and go and rewind and slow motion, and we can decipher if it was a penalty or not. It's just not happening like that when you're on the field. And as players, we understand that, even though we get frustrated. But these guys are not seeing it and afforded to see it like we are. And trust me, I am not an NFL or NBA referee apologist. I just know how difficult it is to make some calls or make every call that we think is a call in these games.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.